When you say gaming phone, anong unang pumapasok sa isip mo? Madalas, aggressive na design, malakas na specs at medyo pricey. Pero paano kung merong isang brand na gustong i-challenge yan? Isang brand na gustong gawing accessible ang high-performance gaming for everybody. This is the Nubia Neo 3 series. Pero dito nagiging interesting dahil hindi lang isa, kundi dalawa silang i-review natin right now. This is the Nubia Neo 3 5G, yung standard all-around gaming phone nila. And this is the Nubia Neo 3 GT 5G, yung mas malakas, mas maraming features, yung Pro level version. So the question is, kailangan mo ba talaga yung GT performance or sapat na yung standard version for your daily gaming needs? Sa review na to, pag-uusapan natin lahat from the specs to my personal hands-on experience using both phones ha. Stay tuned also until the end of this video dahil hindi lang isa, kundi dalawa. Isang brand new Nubia Neo 3 5G at brand new Nubia Neo GT 5G ang ipapamigay natin dito sa video na to. So, panoorin mo hanggang dulo. Once again, I'm James Afante, also known as Kuya James, and now, James 3.0. So tara, pag-usapan natin yan. Let's go! So, sino ba yung Nubia na yan? Kung matagal ka na sa mundo ng mga smartphone, yung pangalang Nubia, maririnig mo yan, associated yan with high-performance smartphones. Nagsimula sila as a sub-brand of ZTE at naging independent sila eventually. Pero ang pinaka-importanting kailangan mong malaman tungkol sa kanila ay sila rin po, by the way, ang parent company ng Red Magic. Tama! Yung Red Magic na kilala natin bilang isa sa mga hari ng mga top-tier flagship gaming phones. Galing yan sa kanila. Ibig sabihin, yung DNA ng Nubia smartphones, yung dugo nila, nasa high-performance mobile gaming din. They are not actually new to this game. They are already veterans. So, anong kwento nitong Neo series? Yung Neo series, ito yung paraan ng Nubia para dalhin yung mga natutunan nila sa paggawa ng mga mamahaling Red Magic phones sa mas abot na kayang presyo. The philosophy is simple, to make high-performance gaming accessible to more people. Kinukuha nila yung mga core features na kailangan ng isang gamer, a high refresh rate screen, a large battery, a gaming-centric design, and a good performance. At nilalagay nila sa isang package na hindi masasaktan yung wallet mo. So when you buy a Nubia Neo, you're not just buying a mid-range phone. You're actually buying a phone with the experience and the DNA of a true gaming giant. Now, let's see kung paano na-apply yung DNA na yan sa dalawang cellphone na to. Pag-usapan natin this time yung design and build quality. Pareho silang sumisigaw ng gaming. Yung design language ng Nubia para sa Neo series ay tinatawag po nilang cyber mecha design, inspired by robots and sci-fi. Maraming linya, maraming texture. It's aggressive and it's designed to actually really stand out. Hindi ito yung mga minimalist na cellphone na itatago mo lang. Unahin natin yung standard Neo 3 guys. Yung likod niya is made of glossy plastic. Makintab siya at agaw pansin. Pero as expected with this kind of finish, it's actually fingerprint magnet. So, kailangan lagi kang may dalang pamuna. Sa gilid, yung fingerprint scanner nakalagay na po siya sa power button. It's actually very standard and reliable placement na rin. Pero pag hinawakan mo na yung Neo 3 GT guys, dito mo na mararamdaman yung upgrade. Yung likod niya, based on my experience, is a combination of matte and glossy plastic na may mas maraming texture. Mas premium yung itsura niya at hindi gaanong kumakapit yung mga fingerprints. At yung fingerprint scanner niya guys kung baga kanina nasa gilid, this one guys, in-display fingerprint na siya. It feels more high-tech. Pero yung pinakaagaw pansin guys sa design ng GT, yung light strip po niya sa likod. Pwede mo itong i-customize sa settings, pwede siyang umilaw for notification, pag nagcha-charge or pag naglalaro ka. And based on my experience, hindi siya kasing lakas ng ilaw ng mga Red Magic phones dati, pero it's actually a very cool accent. In terms of weight naman guys, halos pareho lang sila guys sa kamay, but the GT feels a bit more solid in terms of feeling. At syempre, yung GT, may kasama po siyang dual gaming shoulder triggers na malaking bagay for competitive gaming, which we'll talk about later. So sa design, pareho silang head turners. Pero kung gusto mo ng mas maraming gaming features at mas fingerprint resistant na likod, the GT is the clear step up. Now, let's see kung yung nasa loob ay kasing ganda ba ng nasa labas. Pag-usapan naman natin in this part, yung display. Okay, let's talk about the display. Kasi sa isang gaming phone, dito mo malalaman kung sulit ba talaga yung binayad mo. Kasi ito yung tinitignan mo for long hours. Unahin natin yung standard Neo 3 muna. It has a large 6.7 inches screen and a very fast 120Hz refresh rate. So yung scrolling, yung animation, yung gameplay, sobrang smooth niyan. Para sa presyo niya, having 120Hz screen is a big win already. At yung brightness, the Neo 3 can go up to 1000 nits of peak brightness, which is pretty fair naman na at this current price range. Pero pag tinabi mo to guys sa Neo 3 GT, dito mo na makikita yung isa sa mga pinakamalaking upgrades niya. The GT version also has a 120Hz refresh rates pero yung screen niya OLED na. Ibig sabihin yung kulay mas vibrant, mas buhay at yung itim niya guys, yung mga dark blacks niya, totoong black talaga yun, hindi yun gray kasi nga again, OLED siya. So technically, mas maganda yung contrast nito. At yung brightness nito, the GT can go up to 1300 nits of peak brightness which is 30% more than the standard version ng Neo series. In my personal experience, kahit nasa labas ka at tirik na tirik yung araw, kitang-kita mo pa rin guys yung screen ng malinaw. Sobrang laking bagay nun in terms of usability. So sa display, both are very fast and smooth. Thanks to the 120Hz refresh rate, magaling sila pareho in terms of gaming capabilities. Pero kung ang habol mo ay pinakamagandang kulay, pinakamagandang contrast, at yung screen na kayang labanan yung sikat ng araw, the OLED screen sa GT is a significant and very noticeable upgrade. Now that we have seen the screen, let's talk about the engine that actually powers these two smartphones. Pag-usapan natin ang performance. Dito na magkakatalo kung gaming phone ba talaga to or pang forma lang. Yung standard Neo 3, it comes with a very capable Dimensity 7000 series chipset. In my personal experience, for daily tasks like popular games like for example Mobile Legends, Call of Duty, kayang-kaya niya. Pwede kang mag-high settings and the gameplay is very smooth, lalo na tinutulungan siya ng 120Hz screen refresh rate. It's a solid mid-range performer, hindi ka bibitinin sa mga usual na laro. Pero yung GT sa pangalan lang Neo 3 GT, dito mo talaga mararamdaman yung salitang performance. This one is powered by a Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 chipset. Again, Snapdragon na to guys ha. Ito yung step up, ito yung halos flagship level na performance na hinihingi ng karamihan. In my experience, dito mo makikita yung difference sa mga pinaka-demanding na laro sa Genshin Impact for example. Kaya mong iset yung high settings at makakakuha ka ng 60 frames per second na makakatulong na mas maging stable yung gameplay mo. Yung mga heavy moments sa laro, mas kaya niyang i-handle lang hindi nagkakaroon ng stutter in terms of frame rate. At tinutulungan niya ng mas malakas na cooling system na RAM na up to 24GB of virtual RAM. That's 12GB of physical plus 12GB of dynamic. Yung multitasking nun, yung pag-switch between apps ng games whatsoever guys, sobrang solid, sobrang bilis. So, sa performance, mas malinaw ang kwento. The standard Neo 3 is very capable as a gaming phone. Pero kung seryoso ka sa paglalaro at gusto mo ng phone na kayang-kaya yung mga pinaka-demanding na laro katulad ng Genshin Impact at high settings, the Snapdragon chipset on the GT is the clear significant upgrade and winner. It's the reason why it also has the GT in its name. Now, a powerful engine needs a big gas tank. So normal naman, pag malakas yung engine, kailangan mas malakas yung gas tank, diba? So pag-usapan naman natin this time ang battery. Sa isang gaming phone, isa ito sa mga pinaka-importante. Ayaw mong mamamatayan sa gitna ng crucial match, di ba? Yung standard Neo 3, it comes with a very solid 5,000 mAh battery. And during my test for a day of mixed use of social media, video watching, and a couple hours of gaming, kayang-kaya niya umabot hanggang gabi. It's a reliable, all-day battery. Ang charging speed niya is 33 watts fast charging. Okay na, it gets the job done. Pero dito guys, sa Neo 3 GT, yung battery at charging, in-upgrade nila ng todo. The battery here is a massive 6,000 mAh battery. Yung extra 1,000 mAh na yan, ramdam na ramdam mo yung difference, lalo na sa mga mahahabang gaming session. Mas meron kang peace of mind na hindi ka talaga mabibitin. Pero yung totoong game changer guys dito is yung charging speed. Sa Neo 3 guys, 33 watts, the GT supports 80 watts super fast charging. In my personal experience guys, from 0 0 to 50%, hindi pa po siya umabot, wala pang 20 minutes. At may isa pa siyang pro gamer feature. Meron siyang tinatawag na bypass charging. Ibig sabihin, pag naglalaro ka, habang naka-charge, yung kuryente guys, diretso sa phone at hindi po siya sa battery. This is very important dahil pinapababa nito yung init ng phone mo at pinoprotektahan nyo yung battery health mo for the long run. So sa battery, pareho silang reliable. Pero the Neo 3 GT wins again with its bigger 6,000 mAh capacity and the ridiculously high, super fast 80-watt charging and the very smart bypass charging feature. It's a complete package for a serious phone gamer. Now, let's talk about another thing that makes gaming phones special. Pag-usapan natin yung mga extra gaming features naman nila. Okay, a fast screen, a powerful chip, and a big battery. Pero ano yung nagpaparamdam na gaming phone talaga ang hawak mo? Diyan na pumapasok yung mga tinatawag nating extra gaming features. And the good news is, kahit anong piliin mo guys sa dalawang cellphone na to, you're getting a true gaming phone. Pareho sila. Both the standard Neo 3 and the Neo 3 GT, meron silang dual gaming shoulder triggers. So in any model, you get a huge hardware advantage for shooting games. You can easily map your aim and fire buttons here much faster din yung reaction time mo. Pareho din silang may game space software to block notification and optimize the performance whenever you're playing. So, saan sila nagkakatalo? The difference is in the finer, more pro-level experience actually on the GT phone. Una, yung haptics. The GT has a Z-axis linear motor. In simple terms, yung vibration nito mas malakas, mas detalyado at mas precise. Mas ramdam mo yung bawat putok, yung bawat pagsabog. It adds another layer of immersion every time na naglalaro ka. Pangalawa, yung software. Mas matalino, mas smart yung nasa GT. It has a more advanced AI Game Space 3.0 na may mga extra AI features for serious grinders na like automatically detecting and automating repetitive in-game actions. At pangatlo, syempre yung forma. Yung light strip niya sa likod, yan yung nagpapadagdag ng mga extra gaming flair na wala po sa standard model. So, to summarize, pareho silang may crucial hardware advantage with shoulder triggers. Pero the Neo 3 GT elevates the experience with better haptics, smarter AI software, and extra design flair of the light strip. So, we've covered almost everything. Before we get to the final verdict, let's talk about one last thing guys before we forget. The cameras. Let's be honest, sa isang gaming phone kadalasan dito sila nagtitipid. So ang tanong, kamusta yung camera ng Neo 3 series? The standard Neo 3 has a solid camera setup led by a 50 megapixel main sensor. And in my experience, basta maganda ang ilaw o sa labas, kaya niyang kumuha ng maganda at detalyadong pictures. The colors are decent and it's very reliable naman, point and shoot camera for your daily social media posts. Okay na siya for the price itself. Pero yung sa Neo 3 GT, dito naman pumapasok na naman yung upgrade. It also has a 50 megapixel main sensor, pero the big difference is the software and the AI processing. Ginagamit niya dito yung tinatawag niyang Neo Vision AI Photography System. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? Based on my experience, yung mga kuha ng GT, mas maganda yung dynamic range nito at yung performance sa low light, mas malinis siya compared sa standard Neo version. Yung mga AI Super Night Mode niya, mas nakakatulong para mas maging maliwanag yung mga night shots mo. At yung AI system, may mga extra features din yan like the AI Sport Snapshot para sa mga mabilis sa mga galaw na mga pictures at yung AI Magic Editor para sa mga quick edits. It's a smarter, more versatile camera system overall. So the verdict on the cameras, pareho silang capable for daily use. Yung standard Neo 3, hindi ka naman mapapahiya. Pero kung gusto mo ng mas magandang performance sa low light at mas maraming creative AI features, the Neo 3 GT Neo Vision system gives you a clear edge. Okay, now we've covered everything from the design, the display, performance, battery, gaming features, and the camera. It's time to put it all together and let's get to my final verdict. The Nubia Neo 3 or the Neo 3 GT? Alin ang para sa'yo? Para masagot yan, kailangan natin pag-usapan, of course, ang presyo. As of today, the standard Nubia Neo 3 starts at 9,999 pesos SRP, while the Nubia Neo 3 GT starts at 14,999 pesos SRP. So, meron silang 5,000 pesos difference. So, ang tanong, is that 5,000 price jump for the GT worth it? Let's break it down. For 9,999 pesos, the standard Neo 3 gives you a true gaming experience. Again, it has a 120Hz screen, solid performance for popular games like Mobile Legends, a reliable all-day battery, at ang pinaka-importante, it has a dual shoulder triggers, and for its price, this is an amazing package already. Pero for that extra 5,000 pesos on the Neo 3 GT, it gives you a significant upgrades across the board. You get a much better OLED display, a flagship level Snapdragon 8s Gen 3 processor for demanding games like Genshin Impact, a massive 6,000 mAh battery with incredibly fast 80 watts fast charging plus bypass charging, better haptics, a smarter AI game space, and an extra forma of the light strip. So, here's my recommendation. Kung ikaw ay isang casual to moderate gamer lang ang laro mo, like for example, Mobile Legends, CODM, or Farlight, at ang budget mo ay strictly around 10,000 pesos lang, then the standard Nubia Neo 3 is a fantastic choice. Hindi ka naman magsisisi. Pero kung ikaw naman isang serious gamer talaga at yung extra 5,000 ay kaya ng budget mo, then the Nubia Neo 3 GT is, in my opinion, one of the best value for money right now. The upgrades you get are not just small improvements, they are actually game-changing. And for me, that 5,000 price difference is absolutely worth it for the GT. So, the choice is yours. You can actually check both products, guys. Naglagay na ako link in the description below, guys, just in case na bibili ka right now with a discount, ha. So, best price na yung nilagay ko sa baba para sa inyo. My final thought, Nubia has proven that you don't need to spend a fortune to get a true competitive gaming experience. And of course, guys, sa ating giveaway, guys, na pinaramis natin on this video, we will be giving one of these gaming smartphones, guys. So, simple lang naman para manalo. Number 1, like mo lang tong video na to. Number 2, subscribe to this channel and follow me on Shopee and Facebook. And nasa description na rin po sa below yung mga social medias natin. Number 3, comment mo below. Anong nagustuhan mo na feature, guys, ng Nubia Neo 3 series. Number 4, share this video on your Facebook or IG story. Don't forget, guys, na itag nyo ako para ma-repost ko po kayo. Winner will be announced sa next video natin, kaya make sure nakaklik ang notification bell para updated ka agad. Bago matapos ang video na to, guys, by the way, congratulations to the winner of the Redmi Watch 5 Active, guys. So, send us a message on our Facebook page, Kuya James Zafante, with a blue check verification badge. And once verified, my team will reach out to you to claim your prize. Again, ako si James Zafante, also known as Kuya James, and now, James 3.0. Until our next video, peace out!